I'll show you how to stimulate pepper seeds to germinate within a few hours. Sprouts will appear as soon as the next day. This is the fastest method for germinating seeds. You'll need pepper seeds, cosmetic pads, and boiling water. I'll take the seeds from a fresh pepper I bought this morning. Look at these little seeds. Each has a tiny tip. That's where the root emerges when the seed germinates. The seeds need time for this area to soften and release the root under the influence of moisture. So take scissors and cut off this part, but just the tip. Do the same with the remaining seeds. Look again. Cut only the protruding tip. Don't cut too much to avoid damaging the seed. Place the seeds on a cosmetic pad. This alone will speed up germination. On the second pad, I'll leave the seeds with intact tips. Now prepare 2 bowls. Pour hot water into one and cold water into the other. Fold the pad with the seeds and grasp it with tweezers. Now, the most important part. Dip the cotton pad with the seeds into hot water for 3 seconds, then into cold water for 5 seconds. And again, dip it into hot water for 3 seconds and into cold water for 5. Repeat this process 5 times. This naturally stimulates the seeds to germinate. In spring, the soil warms up during the day and cools down at night. By soaking the seeds alternately in hot and cold water, you trick them a bit and accelerate their growth. I'll do the same with the pad containing intact seeds. Place the soaked seeds in a cup. Pour a little water to moisten the cosmetic pads with seeds. Cover them with another pad. Cover with plastic wrap. Place it on the windowsill if the sun is shining. You'll be surprised by the result the next day. On top, I have the pad with the seeds I didn't cut. And at the bottom of the cup are the seeds with the trim tips. See how they look after one day. They've sprouted. Seeds have never germinated this quickly before. Trimming the tips and using boiling water made the seeds start germinating within 24 hours. On the second pad, the seeds haven't sprouted yet. These are the ones I didn't touch with scissors. So try the method with scissors and boiling water as soon as possible. Nothing pleases an amateur gardener as much as quickly germinating seeds. For planting garlic, I use newspapers. Thanks to this, I have better yields. When it's time to plant garlic, I take newspapers with me to the field. I chop the garlic and put it into a container with brine. I make the brine for soaking garlic by dissolving a tablespoon of salt in water. 1 tablespoon per liter of water is enough. The salt will protect the garlic from fungal diseases, but salt also protects the bulbs from onion fly larvae. Garlic untreated with salt can become a breeding ground for these flies. As a result, garlic bulbs rot. Soak the garlic in salt water for at least 15 minutes, then simply dry it and plant it. Traditionally, garlic is planted every 6 to 10 centimeters. Rows should be spaced between 25 and 30 centimeters apart. However, you can further protect such planted garlic by using newspapers. Planting garlic through newspapers is a simple trick. However, laying out newspapers on a windy day is not an easy task, so it's best to moisten the newspapers. Use water for this. Spray the newspapers or pour water on them. You can also soak them in a bucket of water before laying them out in the field. Newspapers are ideal for mulching. Garlic planted through newspapers is additionally protected from weeds. They don't grow as fast then. This way, you'll have better yields. Put it into vole holes, and the pests will quickly disappear from your garden. Voles can cause serious damage to plants even in one night. Here are natural ways to steer clear of them. Voles do not dwell in houses or basements. They only forage in the garden. In the evening and at night, their presence is indicated by holes to their tunnels in the ground. Voles eat seeds, nibble on plant roots, flower bulbs, and even the bark of young trees. The first method involves walnut leaves. Simply pluck fresh leaves and insert them into the vole holes. Walnut leaves contain juglone, which repels mammals. You can also insert twigs of black elder into the holes dug by voles. Decomposing parts of black elder emit hydrocyanic acid, which acts as a deterrent to rodents. Other deterrent substances can be found in your kitchen cabinet. Fresh garlic emits an intense odor. Peel a garlic bulb, crush it, and place the cloves into the underground tunnels. Another natural repellent is a popular spice. Cinnamon can be found in almost every kitchen. Pour half a package of ground spice into the tunnels. If you don't have cinnamon on hand, another spice will work as well. Cayenne pepper will work perfectly. The spice has an equally intense odor that repels pests. These are natural and inexpensive tricks that will effectively drive voles out of the garden. Plants and crops will be safe. Seeds germinate in just 2 days. It's the fastest germination without soil. You don't have to wait 10 days for the first sprouts to appear. Just 48 hours and 2 kitchen products. Today, I'll use cucumber seeds, but you can use any seeds. I'll prepare the seeds properly. It will protect them from diseases. I'll use products that I have in the kitchen. Do the same as me, and you'll be surprised by the results. Pour 250 milliliters of warm water into a container. The water shouldn't be hot. Lukewarm is enough. Add half a teaspoon of granulated garlic to it. Stir until the garlic dissolves. Pour the seeds onto a sieve. Pour the garlic water over them. The seeds on the sieve must be submerged in water. Garlic disinfects and protects the seeds from diseases. It's bactericidal. After a few hours, rinse the seeds with lukewarm water. Place them on a paper towel. Brew chamomile. It can be regular chamomile tea. When it cools down, spray the seeds with it. Chamomile infusion prevents the growth of harmful microorganisms. Thanks to it, the seeds don't rot. They germinate better and healthier. Transfer the seeds to a drawstring bag. Close the bag. If you notice that the seeds are dry, spray them with chamomile again. Within 24 hours, and certainly within 48, the seeds will start to germinate. It's the best way to quickly germinate seeds. Never plant garlic without this. Watch this video before planting your garlic. This will ensure large and healthy bulbs. Garlic doesn't have many pests, but one of them can significantly reduce yields. It's the onion fly, also known as the onion maggot. It emerges from the soil in early spring and lays eggs in immature onion and garlic shoots. Garlic cultivation is also affected by fungal diseases. That's why it's best to protect garlic from the moment of planting. First, prepare the soil. If you have wood ash, sprinkle it in the field where you want to plant garlic. It will provide essential nutrients and protect against pests. Take the garlic and separate the bulbs. Prepare all the cloves you have for planting. Discard damaged and small ones. Pour water into a second container. 1 liter is enough for this amount of cloves. Add a tablespoon of salt. Stir until the salt dissolves. Place the garlic cloves in this brine and soak them for at least 15 minutes. If possible, leave them for up to an hour. Then remove them and let them dry. Make holes in the soil with the end of a rake and place the garlic cloves in them. You can also plant garlic directly into the ground without preparing holes. Cover the garlic and you're done. This treated garlic will be protected from diseases and pests. You can also sow carrots between the garlic. These vegetables protect each other from pests.